person. I like down to earth exercises. I do my abs, I have my weight, I do my push ups, I make sure I eat right. That's another thing because you can be doing exercise and have your workout, but if you're not treating or getting the right supplements and the right elements in your ample, some superfood like sea moss and everything there, your vitamins to make sure you get your blood flow juices and your fresh water. Don't do too much. You can have a little drink of red wine or so, but don't get too indulged in alcohol because it pressures the cells of your body. And you have to work too hard. Also, in your vocal cords, smoking is another thing that harm your vocal cords. You have some people smoke cigarette and blow on stage coughing. It's not good. Even for those who naturally use the spiritual sacrament, which is the cannabis, moderation is advised. And even before performance, I try just not to do any of those things. If I'm gonna burn some spiritual sacrament, I try to eat an hour or two before. But when I go there, I'm ready, in the right frame of mind. How do I stay relevant? Honestly, I think most of the things that I sing about are topics that people, fans out there, the young generation and the old, can relate to. Because we are going through struggles, we all face all kind of challenges. So when you sing about songs like Lord give me strength, we need strength. We need the Almighty. We are in this thing together. Imagine living in a world where there's no water. There's so much water around us now. You go out with messages like that. People can gravitate and can relate to what you're saying. So your messages, look at the songs of Bob Marley, the great king of reggae. His music lives on, even though he has passed on. His music lives on, and it's like the fitting to what's happening now in this world. When the king said, so much trouble in the world and no trouble there. That's the truth. My song like, this one's for the leaders who are fighting war all over the world. Them song that fit to our one because there's no doubt that whole power go on fire. So when you sing these things, people can relate to it. All when you've gone to your grave, them can be listening to your music. And that is how you keep yourself current. Sing about stuff. I don't come and tell a man, say, man, I got this and I got my pants parked up and I hate on rocking and two club screws in it. It's okay. After that, the man go, I'm going to bench back down. Come on, man.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
My name is Ivan, the street captain, and I'm a content creator online. And I have 3 questions. First of all, I would like to ask Third Eye Security, what is the measure for the show that you have placed so that you can have a safe security there? And then the second question goes to Mr. Messenger himself. I'm a big fan of your work and continue doing that work. I had a question. What does it take, maybe like an advice that you can give a young person who wants to sit at a certain at a place where you are, and they want to reach, they want to achieve whatever that you have achieved in life? Maybe if you can just encourage someone who's starting, or maybe just a youngster who's looking up to you. And then the third question goes to MC Filippo and the crew. Like, as you create these events, like how well do you think like you can promote also upcoming artists? Let's say like those who do not have big names, but yes, the talent is there. And what can you do like to promote such artists? So thank you.
Thank you very much. What I'd like to start by saying, our engagement with the government when it comes to security, unlike other people who think they know it all, we don't. So from here, I'll tell you, I will thank the Inspector General, Mr. Machiapani. I will thank Mr. Gabo, DIG FS. I will thank DIG Bobo. When you come, you will see what they have offered us in terms of security. And you will come to understand modern security is not what it used to be. Remember those days of officers wanting to pound everyone? You'll find they're shaking your hand, telling you, welcome, have fun. Modern security is all about that. It's about service. The days of force and let's push each other, those days end. So when you come, we want you to feel comfortable. Those guys are not there for you. You will see very highly trained officers. Kenya, we are very alive to the fact that terrorism is here to stay. It is a fact. Those guys are there to deal with those guys, not with you. So when you see them, don't say, oh, those guys, those guys. No, no, no. The government wants you to enjoy yourself, to have fun. And when you go home, you have a positive outlook on that reggae concert. It was awesome. It was fantastic. You will see. We've got officers, we've got undercover officers, we've got what? All those guys. We've got K9 units, we've got sniffer dogs. All those guys. When you come to the stage, you come and find there are guys who are manning the stages. They are to prevent you knocking him off the stage. They are not there to beat you. Right? So, when we talk about security, what it used to be has changed. I always tell people, if you go to a concert and you have a negative interaction with my security team, there is something very wrong. I always tell guys, if you have a negative interaction, there is something very wrong. Because we have trained them, we have groomed them, they are very, very friendly. The nefarious forces that want to come and disrupt concerts, they want to do funny things. We are ready for them. In equal measure, we are very ready for them. But I want you, when this is over, you will find me there near him all the time. Come and tell me whether my officers were giving you a negative vibe. We don't do. We want you to have fun. We want you to go. And as I was telling them earlier when we were picking them at the airport, we want more reggae artists of his caliber. This is a tier 1 artist. To be honest, he's a tier 1 artist. We might sit here and say, oh, you know, I'm telling you, he's a tier 1 reggae artist. They don't come bigger than this. So if we host him well, if we host him well, other reggae artists are watching.
Sure.
They took care of him. His concert was fantastic.
Yeah.
They are good hosts. Kenyans love us. They will come. Sure. And I guarantee you, they will come. So when you come, don't come with sideshows. Come to listen to the message. We will ensure you have fun. Thank you very much.
Come on, clap. And I beg to second what he said because honestly, I have to say this. Kenyans really have come a long way and you've really proven that you're a cut above the rest. And when you speak of intelligence, you speak of steadfastness and punctuality, I have to be open. I'm at toes. They keep me on my toes. The security, I am telling them, I'm very impressed. So far, they're doing great. And to what I see, all we need is for you to cooperate. Because they are ready for anything. Bear that in mind. Okay? All right. So once we cooperate, everything will be great. Thank you so much. About what I can do for young artists, what do I have to say to a young artist? I will tell you the same thing because when I started out, it looked like it could work. I remember I went to a camera guitar, write out a nice song. At the time I was heartbroken because I said I want to sing about something that happened to me. So I went to a producer and said, wait a minute. So I went to this producer, I saw this man sitting on that chair. And I go up in my song, because it's, my heart was broken. So I was there singing about oh, I'm crying and she's gone and gone with the wind, and so the man was there listening, and so the chorus was, I'm crying. The man said, oh, you big man, I cried fire, you cry, so fire. The man was not diplomatic about it. The man said, well, big man, I cry, so. Same one difference, so what can I cry? You cry, be the fire. So he said, oh, my brother, that's what me I tell you what happened to my life, experience me I sing out that. So, it wasn't easy coming up. And just as you'd watch The Harder They Come, people get the thing to go down to the audition. It's just like watching X Factors. Many times the judge kind of misjudge, and the artists are really prepared and ready to come, but then just never get a chance to even take off with their notes. And Simon might just say, oh, rubbish. It's one of the hardest things sometimes, man, to hold on to your dream, but you got to believe in yourself. Practice, 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 and practice. And even when you feel like you're tired, practice again. I remember one time I was there with my guitar, and my sister came out and saw me. I was there from about 10 o'clock, from about 9 o'clock at night. And when I reached out 3 o'clock in the morning, I was still with my guitar until I fell asleep with my guitar, and night dew coming down, and my sister come and say, Brother Jeff, oh my God, you're not tired? Go and get some rest, man. But this is it. You just have to, when you identify your talent, because sometimes you might think you're a singer, you're not necessarily a singer. You may just be a musician. You have to identify where your talent lies. Because I started out DJing, and then I found out that I could sing. So I started singing, and I realized that the response I get was more dynamic. So I said, okay. So I never threw away my DJ skill. I just work on my singing, work on it, and I finally start covering pieces and say, okay. So when I incorporate my guitar and the DJ and the singing together, I say, I come out with all tones. So this is the secret to life. If you believe in yourself, you've identified your talent, work on the thing. And I always use the exam as an example. You can't study 70% of the subject and expect to get 100% in your result. You have to go 100% or even 110%. That when you go in the exam, you can't just okay, this is this, all right. This is how you become successful. And you're gonna find critics. Because you have some people that say, yo, what kind of know that? Come on! That is some weird. Sometimes you're trying to say, what a terrible man. But when you know what you got, you might come off, but you come in again. And next time you see him on our show, you say, wait, that's how your body out. So believe in yourself. And no matter what challenges you may get, some of these obstacles are just temporary. Once you identify your talent, work on it, practice, even as I speak. I'm with my guitar at nights. It is in 1 hour. He has a guitar, and I encourage him to at least spend an hour with it.
Will you say anything more? Let me say. I just want to add that this brother here, I'm always telling that when we give up singing, I'm going to take him to stand-up comedy because everyone is a comedian. Very funny guy. All right. She'll tell you story now.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you very much for your point on the upcoming artist. For the first time, I've seen the great artists of this country, especially the female artists that are coming up, the likes of Maria Ngoma, the likes of Becky Modoni, the likes of BT Africa. For the first time, they're stepping on stage with the big names. So I think I've answered you. Besides that, we have Reggae in the Sun that usually groom the local artists. We also, from Roots Radio, we have homegrown artists. They also have their own platform. That is what we do to measure them to get a big stage. Okay? A good example is myself. I never believed that one day I'll be on stage with the likes of the Morgan Heritage, the likes of Luciano, the likes the likes of Chris Martin. I've done 74 major international artists in Kenya. So everything has its own timing. So believe in yourself, keep pushing yourself. And you know, you're going to a digital platform, make use of your digital platform, push your music, let yourself be seen outside. That's why you see the BT Africa, the Becky Modoni, and this stage on Saturday. I think that's I've answered you.
Saturday?
This Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So let me just add one thing. You know, sometimes I can tell you another thing again. Sometimes you work on a project, you have a song, and you take it to someone and you say, well, I don't like it, and I'm not too, I dig it. You just calm yourself, take it to someone else, get a second opinion. You know, many times doctor tell man, say, listen, you have a dead, you know, you're sick bad, and you know, you might make a suggestion and say, check on next doctor, get a second opinion. How many times you go to the mechanic and man, just one little wire come out and go underneath and pull down parts and say, I fix this and fix that. Most times, sometimes the critics will break your spirit. You just have to know this. And you might do a song here today, it might not be appreciated this side of the world. You put it on the internet and you'll be surprised. It goes big in another country because other people can relate to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing and believe in yourself. And trust in the Almighty God.
Greetings, everyone. My name is DJ Article of the Regulated Vibes 100, and I just sent to Roots Radio. I've been in the forefront of pushing Kenyan reggae artists as well as African artists, pushing a lot of Ethiopian reggae and artists from Ghana. And I've seen you do collabs with a couple of African artists.
Yes.
Yeah, and my call, like, you know, is for you people to embrace our own homegrown artists, because we have a concept, we have a festival that we just started. It's called Homegrown Reggae Fest. I'm part of it, and the main thing is to just, you know, showcase and bring our own Kenyan reggae artists to the globe. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and seeing you here for I think that time, the other time with Eterna and
Which is
Gypsy,
yeah.
and we went to a studio somewhere far out of Nairobi.
We had a little jam session.
Exactly.
I remember.
Yeah, yeah. I really give thanks.
I need to talk to you when we finish, you know.
Yeah. I've grown listening to Luciano, Danet Seal, Russia, you know, Bushman, these kind of voices that are really,
Yeah.
you know, have consciousness. And listening to your music, I really give thanks for you coming, especially at this time when there is election. My question really goes to you on your take on repatriation, because I know of a lot of brethren and sisters who are in the West who want to come back home. Yeah, I've gone to Shashamane personally and seen how brethren have strived to come back home, and some even left their wives who don't want to come to Africa because they have the misconception about Africa, how it is. What's your take about repatriation, and how are you, you know, receiving it now that you're in Africa? When you go back home, how do you tell people about repatriation?
Thank you very much, my brother. As I say, I'm welcome to any ideas, collaborations. I'm willing for that. As you know, Highly Roots in Ethiopia, we did this song together. It came, I was in America. Highly Roots went on tour in America. And he came to me and he said, I saw him on tour and he said, man, Luci, thank you so much. Because ever since you did that song, it broke down all the barriers for me, and I could go and tour a lot of people, you know. So we know that it will work. Once we work together as a team, it's the team effort that really makes the dream work, you know. I always believe in that. On the topic of repatriation, I think one has to be strategic about this, because if a man said repatriation, I'm a patriot and going to a place like in the Congos where there's so much unrest, and you have to be careful. To me, you have to plan it properly. When I went to Shashamane the first time and saw the settings, I realized that thing was 100% in agreement with how His Majesty's vision was. His Majesty said Shashamane land for homecomers, for people who want to come home. But when he went there, there were austerity measures that if the government put on the people in Shashamane, so it made it hard. And I see man let them wife and thing and come to Africa and end up in a situation where it was not favorable. And I said that you need loved ones wandering and pondering in the West. To me, I think you have to be able to strike a balance. And it's a process that it goes with time and experience. And you take your time and you test the water. It's just like swimming. You don't just dive in any water because, as I said, the water looks nice and luscious. There might be a shark waiting on you. So repatriation is just like that. I take my time. Right now, Gambia is one of my favorite places in Africa. Kenya and Ghana, these three countries, for some reason, Zimbabwe too. So, you know, the countries that English is one of the languages, it makes it easier for me to communicate with my people, and it makes sense for me to try and make a breakthrough in these countries. So, as I said, gradually, you're coming in, and I'm here to encourage others, not just to repatriate, but to come. In a homecoming festival would be a good idea. We can talk about that in the future. We have more artists coming in for a homecoming festival, and then we collaborate with the government, because honestly, it's hard, especially in these times with the recession and the COVID, the pandemic, for a man to dig deep in his pocket now to come and do all the spending, to buy the land and then to build the house and then to get the workers and all that. So if you can get some way in which the government can subsidize some of our, you know, expenses and make it easier for us. Now, whereas in Ghana, it's just recently that they're allowing Jamaicans to come. They're giving us opportunity for our visa. So Kenya is definitely a great place and a grand place for us to consider. Kenya and Gambia. As I said in many interviews before, President Jammeh gave us a house in Gambia, and we were there for some time, but because of the pandemic and the change of government, we just have to take time and plan our thing. But our heart is always here in Africa, and we're coming home. Kidogo, kidogo. Yeah, man. But you know, I just want you to know that. Well, see that. I never leave, and this is one of my chain I get in Senegal. When I buy a file chain, so I have my roads, I'm not leaving it. And my mission is to continue on this journey to inspire the youth, especially. I don't want to go to a place where I know of Virgin who repatriate and go to Ghana, set up a house and thing. And then we have the man. You understand? We don't want to put a dam in on the whole thing, but we have to be very careful how we do things, and we have to have family and a team around us. Like how we're making links now with all these great people, we can also, when we're coming home, we make sure we link with them and that we're not in any uncomfortable situation and find ourselves in any unfortunate situation. Like right now, there's a man gone back to Jamaica. He was living in Ethiopia for some time, and he had to sell out his things and go back to Jamaica. His name is King David. He's now making roots and bitters and so on. And his story is not an easy story, because in Ethiopia it's another story. So we just have to take time, plan out things strategically, that when we come home, we're supposed to feel at home. You're not supposed to have a panda and say, God, well, after this, suppose we get all that can, you know. I like not tell my boss. So, you have a word on that? All right, let's keep moving.
Yeah, but I always believe like when repatriation is not only physical, it's spiritual.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Because you can prepare physically, but
Physically,
spiritually, what is
mind.
is not prepared.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I have seen question is all about you performing and even what Wyre said about the flip. Yeah. I really give thanks.